Coach FLG here with our guest.
My name's Kim Villaluz.
And today we're honoring her background, which is Filipino, and we're making two of her cultural dishes. The first one is Tortang Talong, and the second one, beef giniling.
It's very well done. Very well.
Okay, so for the Tortang Talong, it's an eggplant dish.
Yes.
And Kim and I have roasted 2 long Chinese eggplants. And now, what we're going to do is skin them.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So let's do it on some.
Okay.
So Kim, how often do you make Tortang Talong?
You know, I've really only made this like 2 other times, so this is going to be very interesting.
Let's see who can do this the fastest.
Probably.
I think, look at me.
You might.
Look at me.
Like,
Look at me.
okay.
Look at me. Look at me.
There's a lot of performance anxiety here,
Look at me.
you know?
Oh.
But it's getting done.
Okay, the ends are, oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's a little bit stiff there.
Yeah,
That's
at
okay.
the end.
That's okay. You know, we can.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
It doesn't have to be
It doesn't
perfect.
have to be. Oh, I have a whole side that I just did not do.
Oh.
Okay.
So while you're peeling, can you tell me what the ingredients of this first?
Tortang Talong. So yes, tell us, Kim Villaluz, what's in here?
This is a very, a lot of Filipino food is very simple ingredients. Nothing too complex. Tortang talong is basically an eggplant omelet. So eggs, a little cornstarch for the eggs so that it keeps its structural integrity. And then season it with salt and pepper and, garlic, onions. That's it. That's tortang talong. That's all you need.
Tortang Talong.
And then you usually eat it with rice, smother it with banana ketchup, which also is very delicious and adds a little bit of spice to it.
Do you need help?
Yeah, I know you're okay. Yes, but I'm multitasking.
Okay, next, what are the steps?
So then, once we have this peeled, we break the eggs. We whisk them in a separate bowl.
Look at this. You see that?
So while they're,
Can you do that?
I'm still peeling my eggs. See that? Okay, the end's kind of.
See that?
Very skilled. Very, very skilled.
One more time. Two
One
more times.
time.
Oh,
Okay, I actually can't get this last one. That's okay. We can not. I'm just gonna leave that.
that's okay.
We're gonna hide it behind the thing.
Ah,
Like this. Perfect. Beautiful. And then, so we whisk
we're
that.
gonna whisk the egg
We're gonna whisk the egg
with a fork.
with a fork. Whatever you really have that you can whisk with. Thank you very much. Then you just whisk, You just. After we whisk this, we will mush the eggplant on really anywhere like a flat surface. You could probably do it on this.
Okay.
So we can do one of them first. Mush that one.
So I make it. How does this look? More?
More.
Okay.
More.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Get right in there. Yeah.
How's that?
Yes. Beautiful.
Oh, we need to make the pan hot, don't we?
Yes, we do. We
Okay.
should probably put the
Okay.
frying pan on our grill here.
Okay, right here.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make it high heat.
High heat. Yes. Again, very simple, very quick dish. So.
Very simple, very quick.
Okay, and then a little bit of oil on that. And I'm gonna put a little bit of cornstarch in the egg.
Cornstarch in the egg.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a small little bit.
So I'm gonna put enough oil just to cover.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
Cover.
You don't need a lot of oil. A little bit more should be enough.
I probably put 3 tablespoons.
Also, I should note, the way that I learned to cook, we don't use measurements.
That's the best way.
It's the best way to cook. You just go by feeling. Mind you, I'm not an expert, so sometimes the feeling's a little off. But you know,
Do we season? Shall we season the?
we will season. We'll put a little salt and pepper. In the egg.
Does the cornstarch ever get clumpy? I mean, okay, but first time for everything.
You know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything's great. Yes, a little bit of salt.
As long as it's edible.
That's what matters. Why is it clumpy? I actually don't know why it's clumpy.
Next, some pepper.
A little bit of pepper.
Okay, a little bit of black pepper.
Actually, wait, that's all the black pepper we have, right?
We'll just use a little bit.
Just a tiny bit, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Just gonna whisk it more. And then we actually put the talong, which is the Filipino,
Talong
the Tagalog
means-
word for eggplant.
Talong
That's
eggplant.
why it's tortang talong.
Tortang egg.
We're gonna put the talong first, or the eggplant first, into the pan, and then you pour a little bit of the egg on top.
How? No dipping.
I never tried it with dipping. We can do it if you think that's gonna keep it together.
What do you think? You want to live on the edge?
I always live on the edge. of the
Okay,
house,
let's
like
do
I-
it.
Okay, we're
Let's
doing
do
it. So I'm just
Let's
gonna
dip it in.
So the flattened eggplant, and then
Excuse
dip
me?
it. Sorry, I skipped a step. Then move that, move it, and then okay. I don't know how to do this without making a mess, because you pour it all over top.
Why don't we do the second one, then we'll put both of them in together. You know?
They might
We'll go
get
like-
stuck together, but it's
We'll
fine.
go like this.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Here, you do this one. Yeah. Beautiful. Excellent.
Okay, and then?
Okay. And then you pour it over top. So,
Oops.
yeah.
Go for it?
Mhm.
All right.
So,
Tortang talong.
these are just going to end up like one big one. Usually you do it one at a time. But we're living on the edge today. Yeah, you know.
The cornstarch is, you know, it's unique.
It's there.
It's there.
So Kim, is it?
It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's really not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Okay, maybe the pan could have been a little hotter.
It could have been a little
But
hotter.
you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Hold on. That's okay.
Yeah, everything's fine. You know, when you're cooking, you just don't panic.
Don't panic. Okay.
It's gonna be eaten anyway. And do we have a spatula?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just, you know, setting in.
There's definitely gonna be stuff that's cut out, right? Because I can't stop laughing. Oh my god. This is
Okay.
we're just gonna. I'm just trying to make it into a thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, it's coming together.
It is coming together.
It's starting to come together.
It's coming together. Okay. Okay.
And then is it time for flip?
No, it's still too soft. Okay, there we go. I made it into two.
Kim, when do we know it's time for it to flip?
When it's a little bit more together, if that makes sense.
Solidified?
Yeah, solidified. Thank you.
Was it because did we use a lot of egg? Because I see people online.
We might have
using
used a lot of egg.
one, so it's like extra egg because we need that.
We like extra
Because
egg.
we like extra egg. Look
We
at
need
these.
that.
Look at these M's.
We need a
We
little.
need the extra
We need the
protein.
extra protein.
Exactly.
You know, can't just be all protein shakes.
No, a little bit of egg.
A little bit of egg. A lot of egg.
Okay, I feel like it's telling you.
Okay. I think is
Okay,
it telling me? I don't know how I'm gonna flip it.
you know, with confidence. Can I help you?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Please.
Okay, from here.
You
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, see what yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll bring it to the edge.
Yeah?
Okay, what we're gonna do. See what you do.
Uh-huh.
Is you just take it like this,
Yes?
and with confidence, with.
With confidence.
With confidence, you
With
do that.
confidence.
You do that.
So good, those confidence.
And this one, oh, I'm so sorry. But you know what? Okay,
Confidence.
right? It's there. Now, Kim, this looks very unique, but you know, it kind of reminds me of a little bit like a crepe because of the corn. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's done now, right? I think it's done. What do you think?
I keep
What do you-
touching the mic.
What do you think?
Look, with cooking, you know, as long as the taste is there, that's what matters
I'm just
at the end of the day.
clean that plate off.
Yeah, go ahead. For anyone who actually knows how to make tortang talong, I'm so sorry. It smells great.
It does.
Like, I gotta say, don't look at it, just
Don't
smell
look.
it. It smells great.
Okay, let's plate it up.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You know, things are happening. Things happened. I'm committed.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, this is great. This is excellent.
Okay.
I did it.
Now you just get a shot of our.
I don't know if you want to get a shot of this.
Yeah, get a
I
shot.
don't know if you want to get a shot of this. I don't know. I'm sweaty.
And you top it with banana ketchup?
Yes, you do. You do something with banana ketchup.
Okay.
Trust me, it tastes good. I promise. Actually, it really does smell good. It really does smell good.
Get a shot of banana ketchup?
Oops. I probably should have shook it up. Just fuck.
Shake, 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 shake. No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. More. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Sorry, I like a lot of banana ketchup.
Okay.
Right from the end here.
Okay. I've never had banana ketchup before. You know what? I think it tastes good. That banana ketchup is very unique.
Banana ketchup.
It's got a nice spiciness to it.
It's a little sweeter than your like regular ketchup, and it usually comes spicy.
Okay, I have to get a taste of this eggplant.
Oh, the eggplants. I had mostly eggplant.
You know what? I think it tastes good. You know, we struggled a little bit, but the taste.
The taste is there.
Yeah.
The taste is there. So, you know, that's a win if it tastes good. Oh, that's pretty good.
All right.
I'm proud of myself.
And the bread. See, you don't need utensils if you have a little bit of bread.
Again, to reiterate, normally rice. Not bread. But it is good with the bread.
Okay. Shall I move on?
Now we can move on.
So, Kim Villaluz, the next dish is
Beef giniling.
And I know you didn't, you know, the last dish you didn't, you know, you haven't done a lot, but how about this dish?
The same
Okay,
story.
okay. Well, cooking is an adventure, isn't it?
This is gonna be, yes, it is quite an adventure.
So look
Normally,
at the ingredients we have here. So we have about 2 pounds of ground beef.
Mhm.
You know, I bought the extra lean because, you know, it's summertime.
It's summertime.
And we have an onion,
Yes.
garlic,
Beautiful
garlic here,
Love it.
2 red potatoes. Everything's washed. 1 pepper, 1 baked tomato, and some salt.
Some salt and
Some salt, and we have
pepper.
some soy sauce.
Got some soy sauce
How
as
much
well.
soy sauce are we going to be using?
Whenever the ancestors tell me it's time to stop,
Okay, well, let's,
and
you know, should we ask them right now?
we can ask
Can we
them,
ask them?
but we might end up just adding. So we will just put a little bit in here.
Okay. This is a technique from my ancestors.
Oh wow. Okay, I just peel it off. Just peel it off because there's a spout on the cover.
What do you think of that?
Okay,
So that's probably about 6 tablespoons.
We probably
Let's
won't
say.
even need the salt, to be honest, because this is all salt.
Okay. Now, shall we
Okay,
start chopping?
we're gonna start chopping. We're gonna start prepping everything before we throw anything into the pot. So really anything. Oh no, we're gonna chop on camera. This is gonna be very interesting.
Let's see what you do. Let's see how you do.
No, no. Oh no, I don't have good knife skills.
So which one do you want to do? The onion or the garlic?
All of them. I'm equally bad at all of them.
You can pick, or the
I'm
pepper.
gonna do the garlic because it's like it doesn't matter what they look like.
Okay.
So
I'll help you.
yes, please. We're on.
Take the end off.
I'm just gonna. So, can we just put it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
These are really big cloves. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Do you think we're going to use the whole onion?
Yeah.
Okay. I love onion.
Yeah. I like a lot of onion too, so that's why I would just use all of it.
What's your opinion on people who don't like onion?
Why?
How do you eat food?
It's like the basis of like a lot of Filipino foods. So for me, onion and garlic is like you need it, you know.
Okay, now I'm
This is-
going
This is
to.
not done, by the way. I'm gonna dice it or whatever.
Is this what you would like me to do? How you'd like me to cut
Yeah,
this?
small.
Okay, small, small. So you have the claw technique here. See that?
Yeah, that's very advanced
See that? So I don't.
cutting.
So I don't.
Is it just that? I also like a lot of garlic. I don't know if you like garlic.
Now I'm gonna slice the pepper.
Pepper into this, like, diced.
Dice?
Yeah.
Okay. See that?
Mm-hmm. I see it.
See? See how I did that beautifully? No seeds.
How'd you do that? What the heck? That's like perfectly cut.
The technique.
That's perfectly cut.
How big? Like half or small?
Small.
Small.
Yeah, everything's small.
Everything's small.
So giniling translates to like ground,
Small.
I guess, because giniling is ground meat. So everything in this dish is finely cut.
This is like a breakfast or a dinner.
Again, any meal. I normally have it like for lunch, dinner. You could have it for breakfast if you really wanted to, you know, like leftovers or whatever. You could have it with the Tortang Talong, which is how I would have it, with rice, obviously, and then also throw on some banana ketchup on top of it.
Okay.
Wow, your dicing is really good
Thank
too.
you.
It's beautiful. I'm gonna leave that there. You're just the expert.
What about the potato? The skin is on.
I normally peel it. I don't know if you have a peeler though.
Okay, well,
If you don't, it's okay. We can leave it on.
Okay,
Beautiful.
it's a good amount of pepper.
Yeah, one's enough.
Okay.
Okay.
You can help me put that onto here.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Beautiful.
Okay. Perfect.
Beautiful. Now we do the potatoes and the tomatoes, just to cut and prep, and then we can start cooking.
Potatoes. We'll each do one.
Okay, I'm gonna just copy you.
Okay. Cut in half.
Uh-huh.
Then we can cut them into little strips.
Uh-huh.
Then we can just cut them down here. They're gonna be a little, you know, not perfect cubes, but that's okay.
That's fine. We don't need perfection
That's
here.
okay.
We don't need perfection here. It's fine. Wow, you kept yours whole. Mine's not whole. There you go.
It's okay.
You know, everyone has their own.
Everyone is different.
Everyone has their own pace.
Their own pace.
You know.
Oh, okay.
I like.
You're doing it that way. Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time.
No, you know.
But I just go with it, and
that looks fine. That
you know, everything is fine. Everything
is fine. Everything is fine.
Again, what matters at the end of the day is the taste of it.
The taste.
And
and having fun. And building, you know, inviting someone over. You know.
Yeah, the community. That's what food's about. Food's about community. Beautiful. Tomato. Also diced.
Okay. So I'll do half and you'll do half.
Okay, sure.
You do it like this.
Let's do that. You're doing like
almost all the way down.
Okay. Almost all the way.
Well, to be fair, I have a much sharper knife, so it's going to be very hard for you.
Okay. Well.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So then you like this, huh? Okay, okay, you do like, over like this. See, that's well done. See that? Beautiful, look at that, nice. Boom, boom, snails. Okay. Big tomato. Now.
And then, you know.
Big tomato.
Yeah. Yep, do a little bit cooked.
So that's it for prep. Now we cook, which again will be an adventure.
So let's get this pot hot.
Let's get the pot hot. So a little bit of oil first.
Okay.
A little bit of oil. Sit. He opened this. Oh my God.
We'll edit that part out. We'll edit this out.
How do you open it?
We'll edit this out.
Can we just edit that one?
How did you open that? We'll edit that.
It just kept spinning.
We'll edit that out.
All right, and then we add the onion and the garlic.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do this. The garlic, onion. Now.
Okay.
And then you kind of just.
You want to let it brown?
Yeah, just
Let it get a little
translucent. You know, you kind of also just go by the smell when it starts becoming a little bit more fragrant.
You put a little bit of salt in there at this time?
Yeah, you put it whenever. You don't need a lot because we have soy sauce.
Just a little bit to help it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit translucent.
Yes, a little translucent.
A little bit of pepper.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. We season along the way.
We do. And then we're gonna let that cook a little bit. We're gonna let that cook a little bit, and then next we're gonna throw in the meat, let that brown, and let it simmer. That's when we add the soy sauce.
I mean the potatoes, and we kind of let it.
Yeah, the potatoes as well, so that the potatoes can get a little.
It
softer.
smells good.
It does smell really good. Yes. All right. Yay.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Just mix everything together. And then
we let it brown up.
Let it brown up a little bit. Also, it'll naturally just release any liquid, which is what we want for the sauce part.
Yeah,
stick that here.
Okay.
Now we just wait a little.
Okay. While this is getting all cooked and delicious,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we'd love to learn a little bit about you. I mean, you know, something I find interesting is that you were educated in the Catholic school board in in Scarborough.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And how did you like that experience?
I mean, it was kind of standard.
Would they let you go to school like this?
I mean, no. No way. There's no way. Which is funny because part of the uniform was the kilt or the skirt, and everyone rolled it up. So it was a little bit shorter.
I see.
You know, but we kind of just went to school. Our parents told us to go to Catholic school, so we went.
Is that do you think related to your Filipino?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I mean like there's a with the Spanish colonization, they brought along obviously their religion, which is Roman Catholicism. So a lot of Filipinos are Catholic, and especially the ones that came here. We all went, not all, but a lot of us went through the Catholic board. And, you know, everyone grew up to have a very different relationship with the religion, depending on who you ask. I myself, I'm not religious by any means, actually really at all.
Okay.
Much to the dismay of my family. So if you guys are watching this, I'm sorry.
And tell us about your work. I mean, you work as a legal assistant.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. I do.
How did you? How did you get involved? What inspired you to get into this practice?
I kind of just fell into being an assistant, but the original goal was to become a lawyer. And you know, sometimes things happen, life happens, and there's a lot of things in my personal life that
Like what?
affected my schooling and how I was doing in my undergrad. And your undergrad marks do matter for applying to law school, because law school is grad school, right? And because of that, I was very discouraged, and I was like, you know what, forget it. Like, forget law, forget that. And that's when I fell into the paralegal route, because while they did look at my school grades, it's not as heavily weighted on as if I were to apply for law school, because it's not a grad program, it's a certificate program. I could have done it right out of high school if I wanted to.
And you used to work for the Philippine government.
I did.
Very interesting.
I did work for the Philippine government while I was doing that certificate program, actually part-time. And that was a very interesting work experience. Even though it was a year and a half, I felt like I was there for 5 years. Very, very tough work.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? And first of all, I'd like to know, you know, going into law, like what kind of lawyer did you want to be?
Well, when I was still trying to figure out, like the first instinct was criminal law. And then obviously as I, you know, grew up a little bit and learned more about the different like fields of law, I still wanted to do criminal and then international, but then you kind of also want to figure out what you want to do for money. So corporate law was probably what I would have gone into, or business. But if you were to ask me now, health law.
Health law?
Yeah, I know, it's very niche.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
It's very niche.
You have to tell us about this.
I'm really only just learning about health law now too in my current firm. But basically anything to do with the medical practice. It's not as simple as, you know, suing, because if you sue someone else, that will be civil. But then as soon as you bring in the criminal charges, it's no longer health law, right? It is criminal. So that's why I specify like health law. I want to do it only in the civil realm.
Last year went to the Philippines.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell me about because I know in the Philippines there's a lot of different dialects, different tribes, different kinds of people. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So I went to the Philippines late last year. If you want to talk about like the different dialects. There's like a debate whether or not to call them dialects or languages, because some of them are just so different from each other that it's not even a dialect anymore. Like
how many are there? 50.
I don't actually know the number. It's like 100 plus.
100 plus.
Yeah.
And what are the ones that you speak?
I only speak one.
Okay.
And it's the national language.
Okay.
Tagalog. Yes.
Can you teach us a very simple phrase?
Well, Tortang Talong is
Talong
is Tagalog.
But how about like something simple like, hi, how are you? Thank you. Have a great day.
Right.
I'm
So
lost.
Right. Okay. Well, greetings a lot of the time are in English. Like
Okay.
most people speak English in the Philippines. So when they greet each other, it's like hi. I mean, if you wanna say how are you, kamusta? Kamusta ka is like how are you?
Kamusta ka?
Yeah, but like more colloquially, it's like just kumusta or
Kamusta.
Yeah, kumusta. Yeah.
Kamusta.
Kumusta.
Kamusta.
Kumusta.
And so how do you say thank you?
Salamat.
Salamat.
This is Tagalog, by
Tagalog.
the way. Just to
Salamat.
salamat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And how do you say like the food is delicious or
Sarap.
sarap?
Yeah. That just
Okay.
means delicious.
Sarap.
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 There's a phrase that I personally like to say a lot of the time. It's super sarap because it's just
Super sarap.
I'm pretty sure it's actually a tagline for like a Filipino brand. I don't know if someone can confirm that, but yes, it's definitely a tagline.
Super
but like
sarap.
super sarap.
So when do we start adding the other ingredients? The
So the
potatoes.
very last one will be the tomatoes and bell peppers because they cook fast.
Right. So is it time for potatoes?
In a little bit.
Okay.
When it's actually like brown.
A few minutes later.
Lower the heat a little.
Should I use all of them or is that enough?
I think this is enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more. How about that?
Yeah, let's throw that in there. And then we can add the soy sauce as well. How do you lower the heat on this? Okay. More. All of it.
Okay.
Thank you. Everything in that soy sauce. And we'll let that simmer for a little. And then we'll add everything else.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Should we add a little bit tomatoes?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Just the one half first, and then we can add the rest after. Thank you.
Okay, this is looking pretty good, I have to say.
Yes.
The sauce is looking delicious.
Yeah. It's smelling great too. Yep. Looks so good. Okay.
Okay.
More moments later.
Kim, it's looking very nice.
Smelling very nice too.
So we did, it's a little salty right now. So we're gonna add a little bit of water instead of soy sauce.
Just a little bit.
And when the potatoes are nice and soft,
Then that's when we'll add the bell peppers.
okay.
And then that's when we can just let it sit while the bell peppers get soft too. And then it's done.
So,
And add a little bit.
okay.
It's gone it thickened up a little bit.
It did thicken
The
up.
potatoes.
Yeah. Starch with potatoes.
What do you think, Kim Villaluz?
It's looking good. I
Okay,
think
it's done?
it's done.
Okay.
We just let it rest. I mean, you can turn off the heat.
I need a bit of the sauce. Just a little bit
Ooh.
to try.
Okay.
And then
Little jus.
little jus.
Okay. So normally this would be eaten with rice.
Yeah. So how I like to eat it is basically you throw the rice in here and then
Okay.
you mix everything together and then put some more sauce and it's just
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah.
This still looks great with the potatoes.
The salt really did dissipate, actually. It did.
You know, I think it's just the perfect amount of salt.
It is
And
perfect.
it tastes delicious. It's a little bit sweet because of the tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. The
You can
potatoes
taste
are.
the onions, the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Potatoes have really absorbed all that soy sauce.
It did. It's beef eating.
Very delicious, Kim Villaluz.
Yay.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're very welcome. That was a pleasant surprise for me too. So it's good.
Yeah, so Kim Villaluz, you know, the other day you were telling me
Uh-huh.
that the Filipinos who are born here have a inclination or desire
Yeah.
to get in touch with their cultural and ethnic roots, while the Filipinos who immigrated here have, you know, kind of the opposite desire and kind of maybe want to not necessarily distance themselves, but perhaps are wanting to assimilate, I guess, more into the to the culture. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely is a little bit of a divide between those of us who were either immigrated here or born here in North America. And I say North America generally, United States and Canada, because that's the only experience I can speak to, versus Filipinos, let's say, in the Philippines. There is a desire for the younger generation now, or first gen immigrants at least, to reconnect with their heritage, but there's a little bit of pushback from those maybe not from here. And I don't want to speak for everybody, it's just something that I've personally noticed. The pushback is that because we grew up here, born here, we don't really have that kind of right or access to claim ourselves to be Filipino. But then that kind of raises the question for us, well, what does that make us?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you find that getting in touch with your roots,
mhm.
can you put into words what that does for you?
Well, for me, it makes me feel more connected to my family. Like, I love asking my family, not just the cultural stuff, but their history growing up there versus, well, they know how I grew up here. So, you know, everything that they lived is something that I don't know. It's a
I
completely
mean, your
different
family
world.
in the Philippines.
My family in the Philippines, but also my family here. You know, they immigrated here, but already as adults. I grew up here, so I really only know Canadian culture
Mm-hmm.
or environment. So for me, it's a reconnection with culture and family more so than anything.
Well, that's very wonderful. And you have a very close relationship with your family.
I do. I'm very close with both sides, both my mom and my dad's side of the family. Yeah.
Well, that's very wonderful, Kim Villaluz.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed both
Yes.
the
Tortang, talong,
and beef giniling. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.